Alright YouTubers, I haven't done a update on my 04 Dodge Ram 1500 that is LS swapped. Haven't done an update in a while. I'm in the process of putting that bad boy in there. That is a NV 3500 5-speed manual out of a half-ton Chevy pickup. It's out of a 95. I'm just tired of having an automatic. Automatic just isn't fun anymore, and I can show you. I did move my center console back, but I've been chopping into my interior at the moment. So this is where the factory goes. The shifter is supposed to be, but that NV 3500, the shifter is dead set right there. It's where it's gonna be. It's 2 inches. It's actually 2 inches ahead or 3 inches ahead or something like that. But I measured it out underneath to right here, and so I got to cut a hole from right here, 2 inches back, forward, side to side. But I have a piece of metal right here, so I'm gonna be right along that edge. Then I have this plastic piece in the way, and then I have all that in the way. So I'm not gonna sit here and chop into my interior and make it look like total fucking garbage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a remote shifter. I'm gonna have a rod come back over and then try making a pivot point right here. So I'm gonna try building a shifter of some sort. I haven't quite figured that one out yet. I'm gonna try searching around, try figuring out a way for that. So I'm gonna have a remote shifter come back. So this is gonna come up through this black piece. I'm gonna chop off probably right about here, just chop that off and make a bracket, and then have the rod come back for the remote shifter off of that. But this did have the 4L60E that was built, and it's just not fun. It's just not fun at all. So thankfully Dodge had a plastic cover right here for the brake sleeve or the clutch master cylinder, or whatever the hell you want to call it. And right behind there, a clutch pedal can go in there, so I got a clutch pedal on the way, and then I could swap out my brake pedal. So that makes life a little bit easier. It's just a matter of cutting a hole in the floor and making a remote shifter for that, which shouldn't be too hard, but it's hard when you ain't got a welder at home, so I got to do it at work and do my measurements and then hope for the best I can get it close enough to make it work. But yeah, like I said, I just figured to go manual, less electronic crap. The reason why I moved my center console back was because the Dodge's shifter just wasn't dropping it down far enough manually. So I was gonna put a B&M floor shifter in here, and I was gonna put it right here, so then I can have my first and second and third gear manually, because before I could only drop it down to third gear manually because the Dodge's only goes down so far, where Chevy's goes 1, 2, 3 and drive, where Dodge goes 1, 2, drive, and that's pretty much it. So I mean, and where the Dodge's second gear manually was supposed to be, that was where my drive was. So then I can only drop it down the third gear manually. I couldn't touch second or first, so that was just making shit no fun. And it's nice to shift manually, so it's like, well, just go manual then. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna go manual, 4x4. Hopefully it holds up, because apparently this is only a half-ton NV 3500, but I like the gear ratio in it, but it comes in the S10s too, so it's not really built very strong, so I won't be able to beat the ever-living hell out of it all the time that I'm aware of, unless one of you guys know that these NV 35s take a beating. But I was told from a couple of people, go the NV 4500, but that's granny low, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. Which I looked at the gear ratios between this one and the 4500. 4500 just fucking sucks. This one would be a lot better gearing ratio, so you know, a little bit more performance. But like I said, it's not strong, so that kind of sucks. So this is what I've been doing the last week or so. I haven't done an update, so I figured let you guys know how the Dodge has been coming. But I mean, the motor's been running strong as shit, but it's just trying to get a transmission that's worth a damn, or that's any fun to drive, because I mean, this is not really a daily driven truck. I mean, I could daily this, but I'd rather not, just because this is my toy. I mean, it does get good fuel mileage, but it's a toy. It's not really daily driver. But like I said, I could if I wanted to, but I'd rather not. So this is what I'm doing now, and then I'll probably clean up some more of this wiring, and I'm still debating on doing a standalone, still debating on doing the turbo on it. So I am a little worried if I do a turbo, if that will hold up. But the clutch I'm going to go with is a stage 2, so it's a little bit stronger just in case I do go turbo. But I'm just praying to God that the input or output shaft on that thing will hold up. But I'll do an update again once I get this all together and whatnot, or get closer. So figured I'd just let you guys know how it's going. Truck still runs like a top, no funky weird engine noises, still runs smooth, still runs hard. It just could use some more RPMs. The automatic transmission was only shifting at 6,300 RPMs, where the engine actually has way more in it, because I mean, the camshaft I have in it, I went with a bad camshaft actually. I went with the Comps Extreme Energy Cam, which is like a car cam. The specs on that was 595, 598 lift, 232, 234 duration, 112 degree lobe separation. That's more for like a naturally aspirated car. That's more of a top end camshaft than a torque camshaft. So every time I hammered on this truck, the truck never, it's a big heavy truck, so I mean, it never really came to life until about 35 to 4,000 RPMs. But I mean, this camshaft's torque range, or like power range, was supposed to be between 2,400 and 7,200 RPMs. But like I said, with the automatic transmission, this thing would pull and pull and pull all the way up to 6,300 RPMs. And it would keep pulling, but it would shift. So I know there's more in it, so I know I can get some more RPMs and a little bit more pull out of it. But I figured a manual would be a lot more fun. So, but yep, I'll keep you guys updated on all this. I'll talk to you guys later.